Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, SuttyTrades. So I am a little bit delayed with this video, so I'm kind of going to do two days in this one video. So today is the 10th of December. I haven't yet done a breakdown of yesterday's trades. Yesterday was interesting because it was a public holiday here where I live. And we had all sorts of family things, you know, going to somewhere for a Christmas party thingy. So I was kind of like on the charts, off the charts, on the charts, but I still ended up taking 4 trades. But I don't know, it's a weird one because I don't know if December has a part to play, but one trade went and hit my stop. And then on the same, so one hit the stop, then I had 2 trades on another pair. One broke even, and then the next one broke even, but I actually, because I was out and you know I couldn't really watch it, I ended up just, once it went to I think about 3, it actually almost hit 5R. It actually looked like it hit 5R, but I think because the spread it didn't trigger. But so what I did is I just pushed my my stop loss to entry, just to hold on to that one, because I thought, you know, I'm out the whole day, and I thought let me just at least hold some of the winnings. And I know that goes slightly against the thing, but sometimes you've just got to make calls, you know, on the spur of the moment. And then I entered one more last night, sort of early evening, and again it hit 3R. I got the 1-to-1, it hit 3R, and then I left it. I thought, you know, just gonna leave it, see what I wake up to. What I wake up to, it spikes all the way down and takes me out. So another break even. So of the 4 trades yesterday, our loss was only, so we risked 0.5, but we only ended up losing because of that. I moved my stop. I think we were only about $12 under or something like that. So then today, what did we do today? I think today we had a one pair. So I was looking at a few pairs, but we ended up trading one pair. It was EURUSD, and it was actually just literally within the last 45 minutes. It's something I marked up earlier, and then one of the other traders on the community had also marked up something similar. And he had already actually started trading on a lower time frame. So I thought, let me just go back to it. And then when I looked at it, you know, everything was lining up nicely. It wasn't actually an alert that came through, but it was something I marked up earlier. So I thought, you know, well, let me just take it. The first order hit my stop straight away. So I'll go through these. And then the second one hit my 1-to-1. And we were actually coming into news. It was the CPI, core CPI. So that normally does have quite an effect on the market, but today was actually quite a big spike. So I knew that was coming. If I hadn't hit my 1-to-1, or if I hadn't been triggered until the point where the news was about to come out, I probably would have just closed. But I actually was triggered into my, I hit the 1-to-1, so I knew that the trade was risk-free. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave this through the news. Best case scenario, we get a spike in the direction that I was looking for it to go, which is exactly what happened. So we ended up getting the 1-to-5 when it started moving, I think within like 3 or 4 seconds, which is awesome. So today we had the 1 last, and then we had the 1-to-5, and I left that one 1-to-5 because it I knew if news kicked in, it was definitely going to hit it. And I'll actually show you that one ended up going almost to 1-to-15. So if I just left that without a TP, I could have taken 1-to-10 on that easily. But I thought, you know what, let's just stick to my strategy. And yeah, it was a nice trade. So I'm done for the day. I'm happy. Fridays are always a little bit, you know, tricky anyway. I'm gonna go over these trades with you guys. It's for the last 2 days because I haven't had time to jump on and go over yesterday's. So let's jump over to TradingView and I'll show you guys the trades. Okay, so let's just look first at the alerts that came through. So the first one I took was CADJPY, which came through yesterday. Yeah, this one. So I mean, this one, it was, you know, it was one of those that breaks and comes back straight away. I normally don't like those as much. Sometimes those can yield very quick profit, but they can also come straight through sometimes. I mean, I went for it just because it was there, and it ended up stopping me out. I think we just missed hitting the 1-to-1 on that. So that was the first loss yesterday. Let's just see. I think, let me just go to, what was it? Okay, so go to TradingView. Okay, so this is that CADJPY. Let me just mark it out quickly for you guys. I think it was this one here. So you can see it wasn't the strongest because it kind of like I can see why she marked it, because it was like it was hitting up and maybe she's looking at, you know, price eventually hitting this one up here. So let me just mark this as the 4 hour. Yeah, so basically I think I went down to the 5 minute on this one. I mean, you can see it goes up and comes straight down back straight away. The 1 hour was pretty much the same size, actually bigger than the 4 hour. I went down to, so what I did is I actually looked for some imbalance, and because of these wicks here, I tried to see if there was something over here, but you can see it never really broke up. And I think I took this one as the break of structure right here. So it came down, came there. So I think what I did is I had this area marked up there on the 15 as a break of structure, and then I went down to the 5 minute. Let's just go back. Where we got that? Because we're looking for buys here, right? So I went down to the 5 minute, and as you can see, this would have been my order block there, and it just flew straight through. I mean, it didn't even, yeah, so I mean, it wasn't the strongest of order blocks in the 4 hour anyway. So, you know, took the loss there. And then later on, we got, it was the NZDCAD, this one over here. So this one looked nice because it was a big strong push down and then it came straight back up to test there. So I think the first one, I'm going to show you these on the history as well, because I know it's probably going to be, oh, there we are. I've still got it all marked up from yesterday. So that was the 4 hour there. I actually marked up my dailies as well, my daily zones. And I think the first one, so I went down to the 15 minute, but I have both the breaks of structure there. So this was the one, it was so frustrating. So I marked up this with the first break of structure after we tapped into the imbalance. I marked the first order block, which was actually, I think it was on the 15 minute, right? And then the second break of structure, I marked up this one here. There was another break of structure, and that was on the 5 minute. So this one, it was really frustrating, right? Because tapped me in perfectly over there. It went, I think it went down to about 4R, as you can see there, and then came up and stopped me out. But where this one was stopped, the other one was almost picked up. So within one candle, I was stopped out and picked up in the next one. And then this one pushed all the way down to the 5 easily. Actually, no, this one I think also, so this one went to 4R, then stopped me out. So I got the 1-to-1 and broke even. The second one, I think the markup on this, so I think I was I had a slightly bigger stop. It was something like that. So on this one, I remember so this candle right there, I actually pointed it at. I pointed at it like you guys can see me pointing. So this candle right here was the one that was hit. And the crazy thing was, I think it was something like this. I think it was something like this, where it was actually the 5R, but because of the spread, it left without closing my thing, and I wasn't actually at the screen then. So if I had seen this, I probably, after that big candle up there, I probably would have just closed it at 4R and taken my money, right? This is the problem with sometimes not being in front of the computer when these trades are playing out. And I know I've managed it. I've got the 1-to-1, so it's risk-free. But still, if you can take some money, always take some money if you can. Like if you see a big rejection candle like this one here, when you see a candle that has such a big wick, you got to think, okay, hold on, you know, price is going to turn now, and it's exactly what happened to turn. So if I was sitting in front of the computer right here, I probably would have just closed it there, and it would have been about, probably after the close of that, yeah, it would have been just under 4R. So, you know, it is what it is. Those both closed break even. But what I did do with this one, because it was pushing nicely and then I knew I wasn't going to be at the screen for a while, I actually brought the stop to break even. So when it stopped me out, I still held on to my 0.5%. So with those two trades, I got a 0.5. So with the loss, losing... sorry, 0.5R. So with losing 1R and then gaining 0.5, I actually only ended up losing 0.5R. So yeah, it wasn't a big loss. So literally, I think it was like something like $12 or something that I was under. So that was yesterday. Let me go to today's trades, which actually just played out about half an hour ago. And as I said, let me just quickly show you guys. Just show you guys what I was looking at today. So it was this over here, 4:30 my time, which was, yeah, about 45 minutes ago, the CPI, core CPI. So I was aware that that was coming, and I think I ended up entering my trade at around 4:15, so it was just before. So let me just go to that now. That was EURUSD. Go to the 5 minute. There we go. Look at that candle, man. Okay, so let me just, so as I said, this was actually a markup that I had done myself earlier today. I mark every now, you know, I will mark up some of the charts myself because I like doing it. I like looking for the 4 hours. So I'll look at the alerts, but I'll also mark up some of my own. I actually marked this one up, and then I noticed that someone else in the group had very similar marking up to myself. So I was like, you know what, let's just trade this one because it's looking good. So it had come down and it had pushed through. So I was looking at the 4 hour OB, and then it actually came in and tapped into my the area that I'd marked up here, right? So this was like my lowest area that I was looking at. Yes, if you look, so that was the initial thing. It pushed up, came back down, but because of this very big wick here, I basically went on the hunt for an area of imbalance, and I found this area here. And I actually didn't think it was going to hit today, but then when I saw in the group that someone else had picked up that as well, I was like, you know, it was kind of like good to know that it wasn't just me, and that actually drew me back to having a look. And I came back in just after this. So I missed the first break of structure, and this would have been actually a good one because I would have, no, sorry. I did get this break of structure and I marked that up. And then I got the second break of structure and I marked that up. So the second break of structure was actually the first one that was triggered and just blew straight through and stopped me out. So that was the one that I lost today. But it was okay because, you know, you guys will notice that I do this a lot. I'll have two. And when one stops out, it pretty much picks up the second one. If this one pushes up and gets me something, then, you know, it's a bonus. But often what will happen is I'll lose that one and then this one will be the one that pushes up. So anyway, push down, stopped me out. And then this one, it was scary because I was watching this and it came all the way down, and it almost stopped me out. Switched over, news came, and then it just spiked. But I had already got my 1-to-1 here, so it came down, it tapped me in, it went back up. I got my 1-to-1. So even at this point when it was almost going to stop me out, it was a safe trade. It would have just been a no trade, and that's why I thought, let me just leave it through the news. Thank goodness I did. So this one hit. So let me just quickly show you guys on the actual on my trading view what happened there. Okay, so this was the exact trade on trading view. So as you can see, this one tapped me in, I got the 1-to-1, came back down, look how close it came, man, and then just spiked up, and look here, it almost it almost hit 1-to-15. I mean, I was sticking to my strategy, but looking back now, maybe I should have pushed it to the 1-to-10 just because I knew it was big news, and if it went in my direction, get as much as you can for it, right? Because worst case scenario is going to stop me out, and it's going to be a no trade. So I should have maybe been a bit more risky with that one. But at the end of the day, I just want to get my 1-to-5 and then get out the market, and that's what happened. So this one, you can see, tapped me in. I got the 1-to-1, and at that point, it was actually quite a cool feeling knowing that it was a risk-free trade going into the news. So no matter what happened, I was okay. And then, I mean, you cannot get any better than that, man. Just spiked up, and I think this from there to there was like 5 to 10 seconds. So I got 1-to-5 in like 10 seconds. So I mean, that was a pretty cool trade, and that puts us currently $25 in the plus. So 2 days in, we're 0.25% up. I want to get to about $150 next week, so I hope we have a couple good trades. Because even if I get the 1-to-5 on this, it's still only going to be $75, so because I'm only risking 0.25. So if I was risking $50, I'm only risking $25 per trade now. If I was risking 50, I'd be on 50 now. But I'm starting really small, and then as I get myself ahead, I'm going to increase my lot size. So when I get to about 150, 200, I think I'm going to go to 50. When I get to maybe about 300, then I will potentially increase it to 75. And I'm going to play it that way. So I'm going to just start slow, and then I'll just get a little bit bigger as get those trades a little bit bigger as we push towards the end. So that's it, guys. 2 days on the trial. We're $25 up. So far, so good. Taking it slow. So we will catch you guys next week. Have a awesome weekend, guys. Stay safe, and we will see you next week. Bye.